Title: My wife came home with a large bruise on her arm after having lunch with her boss. I asked what happened. She forced a smile and said, "I just tripped on the curb, silly me." I immediately called her boss. He said, "So what? I hit her. What you gonna do about it?" I quietly hung up. Next, I made one call. Next morning, her boss called. "Who the hell are you? You can't do that with me." Then I found out she cheated with my brother, so I got revenge on her too. Start. She came through the door with her sleeve half rolled up. A faint purple swelling marred her arm. My first instinct was concern. "What happened?" I asked. She forced a smile. "I just tripped on the curb, silly me." Her voice cracked. She looked away too quickly. "That wasn't a trip. That was a hand." I waited until she went to shower. Then I called him. Her boss answered with arrogance thick in his tone. "So what? I hit her. What you gonna do about it?" The line clicked dead as I hung up. I didn't argue, didn't shout. I just made one call. We weren't always like this. She used to laugh freely, back when we were just two broke kids piecing life together. Nights of cheap takeout, mornings of burnt coffee. I built everything around her. Every decision, every risk, every ounce of loyalty, I gave it to her. She once said I was her safe place. She once said no one could hurt her as long as I was there. Funny how people forget their own promises. That night, I couldn't sleep. I sat in the dark and stared at the ceiling. Her phone lit up on the nightstand. I wouldn't normally look, but my gut had already been whispering for weeks. Messages, deleted threads. Then I found one that wasn't erased properly. Her boss wasn't her only secret. My brother. The one who stood beside me as my best man. The one who clapped my back and called me blood. He'd been inside my house more times than I could count. Now I understood why he lingered in the kitchen when she poured wine. Why his jokes cut too close to intimate. It wasn't just the bruise that burned me anymore. It was betrayal stacked on betrayal. I didn't rage, I didn't confront, I just adjusted my plan. You can break a man in many ways. Some use fists, some use words. I prefer silence and precision. First, the boss. I already had contacts who owed me favors. Men who didn't wear suits, men who didn't write emails. The kind of men who made arrogance a liability. One phone call was enough. His empire, small as it was, started to bleed. Contracts pulled, clients vanished. His car was found stripped to its frame in an alley before sunrise. By noon, he was calling my phone. "Who the hell are you? You can't do this to me." Click. Then came my brother. That required patience. Family betrayal deserved something more than a quick strike. I studied his finances, his weaknesses, his addictions. I found the gambling debt he'd been hiding from his wife. I fed it, doubled it, tripled it. Quietly through the right hands. He thought he was winning until the floor vanished under him. And my wife? Hers was not financial ruin. Hers had to be personal. I gathered everything. Photos, messages, bank withdrawals she couldn't explain. A neat little dossier, polished like a blade. The boss fell first. Within a week, he was reduced to begging in front of the very employees he used to terrorize. His investors pulled out. His name was dragged through the mud in court filings and news articles strategically leaked, timed perfectly. He called again. This time his voice trembled. "You don't know what you're doing. I'll make it right. I already did," I said. Then I ended it. My brother fell next. The debt collectors came knocking. His wife found out about his gambling and his affair at the same time. I made sure she did, sent her an envelope with everything inside. The look she gave him in front of their children, I'll never forget. He begged her not to leave. She spat in his face. And then, my wife. I waited until her birthday. We sat at the table, family gathered, candles glowing. I poured her a glass of wine, toasted to her health, and slid the envelope across the table. "Open it," I said. She did. Inside, every message, every photo, every receipt. Proof of her affair with my brother. Proof of her lies. Proof of everything she thought she buried. The room froze. My mother gasped. Her hand shook. My brother sat across from her, pale as ash. Explain, I whispered. She tried. Tears, excuses, stammering words. My brother tried too, but the truth was louder than both of them. I stood, calm, steady. I looked them both in the eye. You two deserve each other, just not this family, not my name, not my loyalty. And I walked out. She called for weeks. My brother tried to show up at my door. I didn't answer, didn't need to. The boss lost everything. My brother lost his family, his home, and his dignity. My wife, ex-wife, soon enough, lost the only man who ever truly protected her. And me? I lost illusions, I lost lies, I lost dead weight. But what I gained was far greater. They thought betrayal would break me. They thought deceit would weaken me. But I've learned something. Betrayal is just free fuel. It sharpens the blade, it steadies the hand. Now, when I look at the scar of what was once my marriage, I don't feel pain. I feel clarity. Some men fight with rage, some with fire. I fight with silence, with patience, with precision. And in the end, I always win.